Aries, what up, though? Welcome to Swimming Through the Void. Family, this will be a general message for the sign of Aries, wherever that resonates at for you in your birth chart. Keep in mind, we all have a first house, part of our birth chart, and time and energy are fluid, so take what resonates here and leave the rest for someone else. And these readings are timeless. Also, whenever you do stumble across this message, there will be something here for you to help bring you clarity and confirmation, to help empower you, to help you align with your highest timeline, with your best life. Aries, tapping into your energy today, I used this Faceted Garden Oracle deck along with this Wild Mystic Oracle deck to help me catch a vibe as I'm connecting with the collective energy. And y'all, this energy really does feel amazing. There's some stuff coming through. Oh, okay, now that makes more sense. There's some stuff coming through, but what I see overall here, Aries, is I see that you've been doing the work. With this Thaw card, it's the first card that came out for y'all today in the Faceted Garden. This is about a slow separation. It's about a gradual release here. And what I saw this card as, what I felt rather, is my Aries putting in the work and really separating from it. It really feels like an old self, an old life. That's been the theme for the whole collective, especially over this past year, where there's really been a lot of work, a lot of self-inquiry, a lot of self-realization, a lot of healing work done. And it feels like through this, Aries, you're moving into a new season. The next card to come through was the summer card, right? And so beautiful, sunshiny weather coming in, and it feels like after some pretty rough seasons here, we're just gonna say with this Thorns card, it's been coming through for the whole collective as of late. And this is really about the silver lining, right? This is really a card of seeing the beauty that has come through the hardships, the trials, the tribulations. This is about taking the good with the bad. This is also a card that speaks to not letting what you've been through and letting our past harden our heart and put up our walls and closing ourselves off, right? To experiencing the beauty. As we move forward, we have the Celestial Realm card, which represents your own angels and spirit guides and ancestors coming through for you. But what I really felt when this came out today, because it came out with this Gate card, Aries, this is the portal. The Celestial Realm speaks to our celestial helpers, but it also is about the stars, the planets, right? And with this gate, and with Pluto shifting over into Aquarius, with the North Node being in your sign right now and the South Node being in Libra, this is a really huge pivot point for us collectively. This really is a portal here. Will not be surprised if not just you, Aries, but if the whole collective starts seeing 1111, and I'm hearing 1 2 3 4 10 10 1001, big portal energy, and it really does feel like we're moving to the next level. We have this Spade card, and first thing I heard when this card jumped out was plant those seeds. But this is also a card of using the tools that we've acquired, the tools that we've gained along our journey, to help us plant the seeds, to help us pull out the weeds, to help us dig deep into the places we're being guided to dig, whether it's a rabbit hole or it's a part of yourself, so that way the light can shine through. But just generally overall, this feels like you've come a long way. You're still doing the work. You're still separating and releasing, and things are really aligning. And the portal feels like it is open here, Aries. And with the light, it's that energy of the light shining at the end of the tunnel. Bottom of the Faceted Garden Oracle facing up, we have the Star card. So it feels like this portal is not only you stepping through the gate, the sacred doorway, as a new version of yourself, a more healed version of yourself, but this is also about manifestations and dreams coming true. So it feels like as we move into this new year, it is a year of making our dreams come true and everything kind of aligning for that to happen. So bottom row here in the Wild Mystic, we have Courage, Leo energy. We have this Wisdom card, Courage and Wisdom, and to me this is speaking of the wisdom that you've gained and acquired through the cycles of your life. And especially since we're talking about this huge shift of Pluto going into Aquarius, we'll say at the very least the wisdom gained since 2008 when Pluto first moved into Capricorn, right? And everything that we've been through since then, and all of the wisdom that we've integrated, all of the things that we've shed, all of the things that we've learned, and putting all of that wisdom to work, staying focused. It's like I see Aries taking that nectar and creating something with it. We have Trust and Inspire. They came out together, and they fell right under this Gate card. And to me, this feels like really trusting your intuition and where you're being guided. I feel like my Aries are intuitively being guided to create something, to put something together, to put their all into something. And this is really about trusting your intuition, trusting where you're being guided, trusting those sparks of inspiration that are being ignited within you at this time. What we have on the bottom, and why I kind of said there's something coming through, is because we have this Trick card. This trickster energy has been coming through in your past handful of readings, I feel like. And we have Adaptation that was kind of peeking out. But right under that, we have the Memory card. So this may even be just again pointing to energies that you've dealt with in the past and not letting them harden your heart and not letting that energy kind of consume you, as I do feel like you have taken the lessons learned and you're making it work for you. So with that, I'm going to pray real quick. Aries, Sagittarius, we got Temperance on the bottom, we have the Empress on the bottom, so we have Taurus and Sag coming through. I've been pulling one of these or two of these double major cards to grab a theme after prayer, so feel free to join me in prayer and we will dive into this message. Holy Divine Mother and Father, Great Spirit, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Archangels, Ancestors, messages for my Aries family for their highest good. Anything Aries needs to hear today, anything they need to know, any messages that will bring them clarity and confirmation, any messages that will empower Aries, any messages that'll bring healing, wisdom, understanding, any messages that will help Aries align with their highest selves, their highest timelines, their best lives, and of course, above all, any messages that will help Aries and Aries placements align with divine will be greatly appreciated. All praise and glory forever and ever. Amen. Ashe. What is the theme of Aries message today, please, Spirit? Beautiful. So there's already something coming through. It's basically just repeating this about making the decision to let that inner spark ignite whatever this is. I feel like my Aries are being guided to take some action, to build something, to be bold, to take a leap. And I'm also seeing you kind of still shedding, right? With the Tower, we also had the Devil. So it's like whatever. And I feel like it's past stuff, and maybe it's still, maybe for some of you, it's still present in your energy. But I feel like for the most part, this is more of an energetic thing that you're setting yourself free from, as I see the Queen of Swords kind of taking that sword and cutting the cords to the past, the situations, the relationships, the shakeups, the breakups. It feels like there's an opportunity. It does feel like this portal, Aries. It feels like this portal to a new life, again, to your dreams coming true. And I feel like, just like we were saying, Pluto and Capricorn has knocked a lot of structures down that were no longer serving you, or that were not built on solid foundations. And so I still kind of see you breaking free from that in a sense, and the divine really wanting you to know that they have your back, and there's something about going for it, or taking the risk, or wrist. Pluto, we have Capricorn out here. It's like with the Temperance on the bottom, this is about transmuting everything you've been through, turning that lead into gold. So taking what you've been through and putting it together into something that is some type of seed that you're planting. I'm hearing stepping into purpose. What is at the heart of my Aries situation here? Some of you, this has to do with a particular romantic relationship or relationship. This could even honestly be a family member, somebody close to you. What's at the heart of Aries' situation? It's definitely a particular relationship that's coming through heavily for Aries. What else is at the heart of Aries' situation? A lot of people showing up here. Devil again. So it does feel like a couple different situations. For some of you, it's some type of romantic relationship. For others, this could be any type of like relationship or people in your life that I feel like you're kind of being set free from in a sense. Maybe some of you are cutting cords to old situations or relationships. Maybe some of you are being guided to take action and move in a certain direction. It's like I'm just feeling this inspiration where it's like there's a victory in whatever action you're being intuitively guided to take right now. And I feel like for whatever reason, some of you may feel blocked or stuck or held back, held down. What is the challenge for Aries? This has to do with your healing journey, has to do with your heart space. And the challenge, I am seeing a lot of outside influences. I'm seeing your opposite energy of Libra coming through with the South Node. Maybe this is a past life relationship or situation. As I say that, somebody from the past or somebody that you've known for a really long time. Could be family, could be an ex, it could be somebody that came back into your life here. Some type of karmic situation, though. It feels like for a lot of my Aries, this has to do with love or your heart space, so something close to you. Feels like part of the challenge is moving forward. Turning fully away from that energy, turning away from that energy energetically. Spirit saying that you have the upper ground here. And with the Seven of Wands out here, this has been coming through a lot for the collective lately as well, especially with the Tower. This has been the energy of the perfect storm, Aries. And what I mean by that is, if you can imagine this tower, right? It's being wrecked. It's getting hit by this lightning. It's falling over. People are jumping out to get away from it, right? And this, I've been getting it as like this lightning literally being the hand of the divine, or just like what came out at first, the celestial realm, coming into our reality to clear something out of the way, to knock something down, something that was already crumbling or not built on a solid foundation, or something, a situation or relationship that has served its purpose. And it feels like I guess very simply put, something that has ended still being here energetically. And moving forward seems to be the challenge right now. Moving on, moving forward, moving away. I do feel also like there's a lot of external influences kind of affecting your energy right now. And I also want to say, back to what we were saying about this Seven of Wands, this being the perfect storm, I always say it like, if we can stay as close to the eye of the storm and ground down there anything that's sort of being ripped away or flying away, not to try to grab onto it right now or hold on to it, because it's really, this divine portal is here right now, and I feel it's trying to clear space for whatever it is you're creating or moving toward. Yeah, you're being guided away from a cycle, a chapter. You're moving on. It seems like you've really been through it too, with the Six of Swords. The worst of the storm is over. You're moving on to calmer waters, so to speak. You're moving to new shores, and you're being guided. I always see these birds as your guides, your angels, your ancestors pulling the boat. And so really taking care of yourself right now, knowing that you are moving into something new. As I say that, we have the Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is a new life, a new opportunity, a new chapter, a new project. What do we have incoming for Aries? Please, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah, your intuition is on 10 right now. I see this being a period of time where it feels like you're refocusing your energy, reevaluating where and what you're putting your time and energy into. And this really seems like putting your time and energy into things that are going to give you some type of return back. Again, your intuition being on 10, you may even be getting messages or downloads in your dreams, or visions in your meditations, or however you get your downloads, clairaudiently, clairvoyantly, claircognizantly. It seems like those are coming in heavy right now and guiding you toward something. I mean, Sun, Seven of Pentacles, guiding you towards something beautiful. So I feel like incoming, this energy is really speaking about you, Aries, trusting your intuition and putting your energy into your happiness, or whatever it is you're building, this project, this business, this family, this life, just overall, and taking action from that space of intuition, of connection with the cosmos, with the divine. Not letting yourself get stuck or overthink or be indecisive. It's like you feel it in your gut. You're like, all right, let's go. Because it definitely is the celestial realm guiding you, pulling you toward this light, pulling you toward this happiness, this abundance, this healing as well, right? So let's grab some advice. What's the advice for Aries, please, Spirit? Take the ticket. We have the yep. Okay. So on the bottom of the deck we have the Page of Wands, and I feel like this is a new project or a new start. This inspiration that's coming through for you. moving in a new direction. Spirit again saying that they have your back in this action or the creation of whatever this is. And if you notice all of these salamanders on her pants, the salamanders represent protection from the fire, protection from getting burned. It represents, to me, it's like your angels showing up like, hey, we're here, take this action, we got your back type energy. In your advice, Ace of Pence to the Hanged Man, Eight of Cups. So it's like, what energy have we been kind of stuck in, or what person from the past has continued to come up in our mental space, our emotional space, come up in our spirit? Or if it wasn't a relationship or person, what situation, what have we been through and learned from that we can release or move away from at this time in order to move into a completely new energy or this new world? I also feel like on the other side of that, there is something that you've been working on, a project, an album, some artwork, a business, something like that. There's something in the works. Even if it's not in the works physically, I feel like it's been in the works within you. And it feels like focusing on that, there's an opportunity here to really create mad abundance in your world. So whether this is like some type of raise or payout or some type of business or project that you're creating or turning your passions into, monetizing your passions, things like that. This really feels like that. I always say when the Eight of Pence comes out, like if there's a class you want to take, a certification you've been wanting to get, like Reiki certification or taking an astrology class or whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be any type of spiritual stuff, whatever it may be, getting your license to do this or that, reading a book up on this so you can learn more. Anything where you're doing something to add value to yourself, where you're adding to yourself and you can take that forward and do something with it, now would be the time to do it. The Eight of Pentacles coming through in your advice speaks of staying focused, not losing focus, and putting your time, energy, and resources into what it is you're creating, regardless of whatever that may be. Making the decisions that you know you need to make or that you're being guided intuitively to make, and not letting fear, pride, ego, insecurities, not letting emotions, anything like that get in the way. This is making very logical decisions. It's like, this is what it is, this is what I've learned, this is what I'm going to do with that, and then doing that. Or look at that, Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords there. So there's this overall message of releasing. For some of you, it's like releasing a place that you live and moving on. For others, it's like releasing a person from the past or a situation from the past, truly letting go. I think in general, regardless of how this is resonating for you, Aries, the Four of Pentacles to me speaks of loosening our grip. When we have this is just metaphorical, but when we have our energy like this, where we're holding on to this because of whatever, fear of not having it replaced, or being unhealed and holding on to some type of wound or some type of story that we picked up as a child or from a past life. It's just one of those inherent subconscious programs that are playing, whatever it may be. When we're like this, we are not open to receive, right? And I don't know what I did with that sun, but just check out the difference in energy. And this is kind of, so regardless of how this resonates for you, this is kind of the message here for you, Aries, is we're like this in some way, and the divine needs us like this so we can receive. So just take that in. I would say very simply, release and you shall receive, but feel free to drop it down in the comments. What do these two cards, these energies together, say or speak to you? Do you get any visions? Do you get any downloads? Do you get any ideas? What do you feel when you see this? And if you see back there, there's like a hometown that she's leaving behind or something, and she's holding on very tightly to her purse or these belongings that she has taken with her from that space back here. And not only is she holding on to that, but she also is looking over her shoulder back at this place as well, right? So I know that makes sense to you in your own situation, but here we are. This is what we're being guided toward. This can even be something like you're being guided to start a business, but you're having all these doubts and your shadows coming through like, oh, you can't do it because of X, Y, and Z or whatever. And this is the message where Spirit's like, we are the one guiding you and we have your back. We're the one putting these ideas within you. We are planting these seeds within your spirit. Trust. Be still and know, and let's go take action, because there's so much. So this portal is opening up for my Aries, and I feel like it's big. I feel like some of you are manifesting a whole new life, a relationship, the soulmate, or whatever the sunshine is for you. For some of you, you're again being guided to turn your passions, to monetize your passions, to build something, build that healing space, to build that studio, to build that business or that healing, whatever, right? Grab some oracle cards, but I'm being guided to grab one more. Yep. The seed has been planted within you, Aries. You see it. You see the vision. Focus that energy. Focus that energy back to the incoming energy. It's like focus that energy on that vision. Speak, claim, and affirm your blessings are here and they are coming. You are aligning with them, and so it is. Big blessings. I think the divine is coming through in your guys' reading most heavily. Their presence very much here. Like, we got you, we're guiding you. And not only that, but the planets are aligning in your favor. Everything's shifting for you. North Node in your sign is activating your realest, truest, most divine and authentic self. Now let that spark ignite and let it catch everything ablaze, Aries. What's the message for Aries, please, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, inspiration. You got this inspiration out here with treasures hidden in the shadows. Some of you are creating a healing space, and this is about you taking the darkness that you've been through, transmuting that and turning that into healing for others. Or whether it is a healing space or it's a relationship, you've been through all this and that, not letting that harden your heart and set up your walls to where you're deflecting all of this energy because you're closed off. You take that, you've learned the lesson that was planted in that situation. I always say, if we can think of our relationships and situations that we find ourselves in, if we can think of them as almost like a classroom, we can get so much more out of it. And it's also about not taking life so personally, right? You're not your body or your mind or your name. You are a spirit that is here having this human experience to truly evolve. So how was that relationship? How was that situation? How was that devil energy? How was that placed on my path for me? What was I supposed to take from it, you guys? Because look, there it is. And we called it at the beginning of the reading, and this has been happening for a few of the signs. So maybe some of you have already seen the other readings. You have these placements, or it's just a collective energy overall. It's like Pluto coming through 29 degrees of Capricorn and its whole entire transit through Capricorn. Like, any structure that ain't solid, we breaking that thing down. And this is in order to clear space. This is in order for us to take the lessons we needed from those situations and really, you guys, usher in this golden age, this age of Aquarius, or whatever you want to call it. So we have the forgiveness, we have the perfect storm, treasures hidden in the shadows, and this beautiful inspiration. So what was that spark within you? What is being ignited within you? It is from the divine. It is a divine light. Shine that thing. Let's read. Wow, 33 and 44, you guys, master numbers everywhere here for you. You may be seeing 333 or 444, or 3 and 4 may be significant to you. We also have a 7 with 4 and 3, which is a very divine number. So again, the divine peeking through, like, yeah, this us. The joyful muse invites you to be more playful, to have more mirth and joy in your life. You become boring even as others continue to find you interesting. Circumstances have dulled your edge, and it's time to change. Not the things around you, but your attitude. Blow a morning kiss to yourself in the mirror. Smile to a stranger. Wink to a child. Be mildly but elegantly inappropriate. The joyful muse is a source of inspiration, a wild and disruptive feminine energy force that compels you to invite more pleasure and delight into your life. Give yourself permission to be mischievous and find the humor in the tragedy. This is just like that Thorns card. It's super similar with the inspiration card that you got out here. So give yourself permission to be mischievous and find the humor in the tragedy while being careful not to become too frivolous. The power of this muse will shake up everyone around you and invite you to create beauty and grace out of the pain and tragedy that you perceive in areas of your life. The joyful muse often comes at a time when darkness prevails and the future seems dour. Embrace her gifts, being playful without being silly. Invite the child inside of you to come out for a play date, and he or she will help you to return to your innate innocence. The place of never been there, never done that. Even if it is the same routine you wake up to every morning. Let's check out this perfect storm as well. An invitation to act now. Ace of Wands, 8 of Wands. The courage to step into life. Got that courage card as well. And sheltering from the turbulence, with all of these salamanders here and the celestial realm coming through like, yo, Aries, we got you. So when the perfect storm appears, it cautions you to be ready for an exciting, if turbulent, time. The winds are picking up, and you need to make sure that you are close to the eye of the storm, or you will be buffeted by gusts that may take you far from where you need to be. The key is to remain centered and balanced and bear witness as the forces build in intensity. Notice how the loose stuff is starting to fly around, and recognize how little of it you truly need. Let go of those thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes that clutter your heart and cloud your mind. Then the storm will be absolutely perfect for you. Something also, random message, I know for those of you that it's for, you'll know. Okay, so now I'm hearing Kabbalistic cross. Say, what I got first was doing some type of golden light visualization, where you're picturing yourself drawing this golden light into your chakras, and I'm being the heart chakra being highlighted here. Kabbalistic cross is just like connecting to source, but you know, it can be done in many different ways. Connecting to source consciously and breathing in that golden light. If you wonder what you might lose during the perfect storm, know that it is those things that we're most attached to that are taken first, as if life were trying to unburden us of our righteous self-importance. Let it all go with the wind. The less you resist the change brought by the perfect storm, the happier you'll be. Ride the winds towards your next destination, embrace the rain or the snow, and remember that every time you try to argue with nature, you lose. The perfect storm can also be a call for you to seize the moment. There might be a great opportunity that you need to take advantage of right now. Carpe diem. Here, time is of the essence. It may be gone shortly, so do not hesitate. Go ahead, bite off more than you can chew, and take the storm on in all of its terrifying greatness, experiencing the fullness of life. You will succeed. Huge confirmation from Spirit today with these oracle cards, and feel free, fam, 33 and 44, feel free to check out 3 and 4. on the esoteric numerology playlist on the channel, but also feel free to take this energy in and let me know what it speaks or what it says to you, what downloads you get as you look at these cards. Feel free to drop that in the comments. It's been super dope hearing your guys' downloads on the cards that we've been showing. So maybe it'll help someone else. But if anything, helping you to open up and tap in with your intuition on a deeper level. There may be specific messages for you in those cards that didn't come through for me. So what is the message for Aries? Moonology deck here. That was the Shaman's Dream. A new start is coming and the end of a tough cycle approaches. New moon and full moon in Cap. And then here we have this Pluto and Capricorn transit ending here in a day or two as well. So I feel like this is just speaking to that, because that's what I was feeling when we first tapped in. And here's that portal, family. You see that beautiful new moon? That is the portal. That is the sacred doorway. A personal issue reaches resolution, and what do you need to release on the bottom of the deck? So let's grab a message from Ma before we tap out. And Aries, I just want to take a second to say thank you, family, for being in this space with me, with us. Thank you for all of you who show love, who drop comments, who share these videos, who shoot donations this way, who smash that thumbs up and support this channel. You are greatly appreciated. And to all of my ghost watchers that watch and, you know, never comment. I see you. We love you. And I appreciate you being here with us as well. Thank you, family, for your love and support. Divine Mother, what's the message for my Aries family? Man, for some of you, you've been going through a bit of almost like a dark night of the soul. Kaladada, it says, when hope is lost and a way forward cannot be sensed, Kali's love will find a way. If the path does not yet exist, then it shall be created. If you cannot see or feel how you can move from where you are to where you want to be, Kali's wisdom and grace will manifest at the perfect time to provide what is needed. And we also have Nitya Kali as well. And for those of you that feel guided, that symbol in the middle of this is called the Shri, S-R-I, Yantra, Y-A-N-T-R-A. Feel free to pull an image of the Shri Yantra up on Google. Print it out or save it as your background or something like that. Save the picture and connect with that. Meditate on that symbol. Try to burn that Yantra, the symbol, into your mind's eye, and the more you kind of look at it and connect with it, the more you'll be able to just bring it up in your visualization. And feel free to Google on what that does, but very simply, they say it's a yantra for abundance, but what I feel it really does is helps to align our mind, body, and spirit. And so, simply put, that Four of Pentacles energy to that Sun energy, it may help open you up a bit. But like I said, feel free to research it. Feel free to check it out. Feel free to meditate on it. And if you can bring yourself to a point where you can bring that image up in your mind's eye, do that and then charge it. Breathe in that golden light and watch that image glowing brighter and brighter. And as you exhale, the energy stays in, but just the air goes out. So you're drawing that prana into that symbol and into your chakras. For those of you that are going to do the golden light visualization. And this kind of goes right along with it. Through journeying within, you will gain energy, insight, and freedom from the constraints of what has been. Allow that which needs to end to do so, and you shall realize that you're not being denied, but released. There is something new for you on the horizon. So honor your losses, but keep hope in your heart for what is meant to be. And some of you ask, I try to say the names of the decks, but sometimes I do not. For some of them, this is the Kali Oracle, K-A-L-I, Oracle. We use the Shaman's Dream, the Moonology. This is the Light Seers Tarot. And the first two decks I did name in the beginning, the Faceted Garden Oracle deck and the Wild Mystic Oracle deck. So Aries, again, thank y'all so much for being in this space, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. For those of you that have been rocking with me, my OGs, I know you know what time it is. We're going to take a second to take our deep cleansing breath. We're going to use our will and our visualization, our imagination, to draw in this divine cosmic energy, this prana. We're going to picture it as white or gold light, white or gold energy, white or gold mist, whatever comes naturally to you. We're going to fill our bodies up with that, fill our aura up with that. We're going to pause, hold the breath at the top, and imagine ourselves glowing as bright as we possibly can. And then as we release, we're going to exhale very forcefully, like we are filling up a balloon, watching any negativity, any sorrow, any sadness, any anxiety, any anger, any resentment, any of this old stuff that's coming up, any fear, any blockages, any lower frequencies. We're going to picture all of that in the form of black or gray smoke or static leaving us, so the divine can help us transmute that. Somebody that has heavy Aquarius in their chart may be watching. That golden light is being emphasized for you. Even if you have heavy Aquarius in your chart and that doesn't resonate, take it or leave it, right? Never try to make the story fit, but the divine is really on my head, guiding me to have one of you connect with that breathing, extra conscious breathing. Do it however you want, but I was just giving you an example. So let's first and foremost take a deep, full breath out, clear our lungs, and then we'll get this breath in. Go ahead and breathe out. Breathe in. Hold it. Squeeze Mula Bandha. Lift up on your perineum. Raise that energy up your spine. Now pull it down. Lock it into your heart space. Watch yourself glowing brighter and brighter. And release. While doing that breathing exercise, you'll notice when you squeeze your anus, you lift up on your perineum. That's called Mula Bandha. It's a lock that forces your Kundalini energy up your spine. You may notice, for some of you, especially if your Kundalini is activated and it wants to move up, you'll notice you'll get jolts of electric feeling energy up your spine and up your body. It may make you like jerk or twitch, and you'll notice as well, you can tell it's Kundalini energy because it has the movement of literally like a wave or like a snake, right? It's a serpent energy. And so when you squeeze and you lift up, and you can take it a step further. Usually you take the breath in, you breathe all the way out, you keep that breath out all the way out, and then you squeeze Mula Bandha, you suck in your stomach and pull up on your perineum. So you're actually kind of forcing or guiding that Kundalini energy, which lays dormant in our root chakra. We're guiding that energy up our spine so it can come into our higher chakras, our higher energy centers. Most importantly, the heart, but also I'm seeing for some of you, the throat chakra. So if you've been having throat issues or an itchy and scratchy throat, or having to continue clearing your throat, guide that energy up into your throat chakra and picture it glowing brighter and brighter blue. But ultimately, we would like it to make it to the top. And that is where Shiva and Shakti come back together. Sitting at the top of the mountain, right? That would be our crown chakra, our third eye chakra. And we're trying to get that divine feminine energy up here. So, family, again, thank you so much for being here. I hope this message helped. Hope it has found everybody well and in great spirits. I hope y'all have an absolutely blessed rest of your day. And I'll catch you beautiful beings on the next one.